Hi Leo, I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you a weekly tarot reading for the week of September 28th to October 4th. And I do want to, of course, take this moment to thank all of my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, everybody. And if you haven't yet, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. And I more than appreciate all of your likes, shares, and comments. So head on down below and do just that. And while you were down there, you will see all the information you need to book a personal reading with myself. So just shoot me an email and I'll get those started for you. And I meditated on your beautiful energy before beginning this reading. And the message that came through, my friend, was figuring things out. Interesting, figuring things out. Let's begin by pulling a message or two from the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle deck. What do we have for Leo to begin this weekly read? Thank you, Spirit. For our lovely lions. Thank you, Spirit, for Leo. We have two? We do. First one out. Mutually beneficial venture. There is an extraordinary connection at the forefront of your life at this moment. Utilize this relationship to benefit everyone concerned. As you try to figure certain things out in your life this week, you will realize that there's somebody in your life who plays an essential role. I really feel like, so this is a soul connection, but I really feel like this is a friend. For some people, it could be a family member or just an acquaintance or a coworker or something of the sort, but I really feel like for the majority of you drawn to this video, it's a friend. It's somebody you may have lost touch with recently a little bit, but you know deep down that whatever happens or whatever obstacles you guys go through, you will come through the other end because it's a connection, a soul connection that you're meant to have throughout your entire lifetime. Throughout all the chapters of your life, which is rare. Wow. And it's almost like the mutually beneficial part of that card is speaking upon how you guys help each other in your life. How when you most need each other, you just seem to be there. And if that's, it seems like maybe lately one of you needed each other and it's just, it feels like the other person hasn't been there, realize that there's a deeper meaning. Try to see it from their perspective. And then unexplained wonder. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. It feels like this week and moving forward, you're going to start to see a lot of unexplained miracles and magic and blessings just popping up in your life. It's just going to leave you kind of astounded where you're just like, really? Wait, what? Okay. And it's like you don't mean to not like, it's not like you're trying to question it in a sense. You just sort of are a little bit taken back at how easily things are starting to fall into place for you, even if overall things aren't perfect at this time. Beautiful. And it, in a sense, will leave you feeling like, all right, my chin is back up in the air. My head's back up. You know, it almost reminds you to strut your stuff again, you know, like the true lion that you are. Let's continue. I want to pull 7 tarot cards, one for each day of the upcoming week. Let's do some shuffling. Excuse the annoying planes in the background. One more shuffle. You're saying show the bottom of the deck, which is the World card. Your luck is changing, my friend. Things are coming full circle. I mean, not surprised that I was instructed to or pushed to show that card, given the unexplained wonder card we were just speaking about. If I could speak. What do we have for Leo to continue this weekly read? Thank you, Spirit, for our lovely Leos. Keep them coming for Leo. And they want me to just pull the last three for us. I say us because I'm a Leo myself. Alrighty, my friend, a bit of mixed emotions coming through for you this week. So on Monday, we have the Temperance card. It feels like you as an individual are ready to take flight. You're eager to just start this next chapter that is feeling like just a little bit too far away, but it's in reach. In reality, it's around the corner. And this is reminding you to have patience with yourself as you grow and change, and with whatever you're working towards. Whether it's that chapter you're moving towards, could be, you know, a specific goal or two that you have in mind that'll just, you know, sort of switch things up in a positive way. And then we have the Five of Swords for Tuesday. Somebody on Tuesday is going to give you a major headache. It's almost going to feel like a burden. And it's like that person, or even a situation potentially, is not necessarily a burden overall. They have done a lot for you, or they have been there for you. It's just that, oh my gosh, they just don't need to be as much of a headache. It feels like they are making things harder than they need to be. Ooh, for some of you, you're giving yourself a headache. You're getting in your own head and you're taking a small situation, you're making it into a mountain in a sense. You are overcomplicating things. So for some people, it's an individual who's doing all of which, and for others, it's you. It's your own mindset. For some of you, it's both. Maybe that individual that we were talking about, or that situation, puts you into a negative mindset that you don't seem to put the brakes on. You just allow it to develop, which is not healthy. And then on Wednesday, we have the Ace of Cups. It's interesting because you go from this kind of negative funk of a stressful burden kind of day on Tuesday, and then Wednesday rolls around and you sort of remember, or you reappreciate what you do have, the abundance that is around you. It's almost like you wake up in a sense, or re-wake up. You're reminded, maybe it's your spirit guides that are reminding you. You know, pay attention to those symbolisms, those synchronicities, those signs that are around you, because they're trying to communicate with you. But it feels like on Wednesday you start to remember how much you do have, and how worse off you could be, and how far you've come, and how much you've achieved up until this point. And these are all beautiful reminders that I feel like your spirit guides in the universe is coming through to be like, Leo, wake up. Wake up. You got to remember how much you do have going for you, how much left you have to achieve, how much you have ahead of you. And they get it. They're with you 24/7, you know, guiding you, protecting you, trying to inspire you. And they understand that you are in the midst recently of trying to figure certain things out mentally and physically, and trying to nail down exactly where you want to go potentially, or what you want to achieve, or maybe trying to stay aligned with what you're trying to achieve with external factors. And what they're trying to come through and say now is that it all will work out. If you have any sort of doubts, or people make you doubt yourself, it all will work out. What you're doing now, or what you're about to do in this upcoming week, is meant for you. It's destined. It'll all happen when it's meant to. Moving right along, for Thursday, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Once you get back into the abundant mindset that you should be having throughout the entire week, it's going to leave you feeling more so in your power, more so sitting in your power in this picture, but standing as well. allowing you to get back into the mindset of manifestation, of co-creating with spirit and making your dreams and goals become your reality. And remember, just because you're manifesting doesn't mean it's going to appear like that at the snap of your fingers, or however you want to put it. You can manifest it, but you can't manifest things to happen quicker, is what I've come to learn. And I feel the need to share that at this time with you. It's almost like you can manifest whatever you want out of life, but it will happen when it's meant to happen. So you can manifest something beautifully and on point and start working towards it, but that may not fully manifest until a couple months down the line, or a year down the line, or a couple weeks down the line, whatever the case is. It'll happen when it's meant to, because you may not know exactly when it's supposed to happen. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles for Friday. On Friday, you're going to feel very focused on your career, on your financial goals, on where you're heading, on what you want to achieve. And a very creative vibe is coming through as well. It's almost like you go through this kind of funk on Monday and Tuesday, and then things start to just escalate in the right direction. They just start to improve. Your mental state starts to improve. I feel like by this point in the week, you're doing much better at not allowing other people and places and situations to seep in and determine your mindset or your way of thinking or being this week, or at least to finish the week. It also feels like when Friday rolls around, you're much better at expressing how you truly feel in a non-offensive way. In a sense, your guard does come down a bit, however that pertains to you. And then we have the Six of Cups for Saturday. You enter a very nostalgic, kind of dreamy, daydreamy kind of way of being on Saturday. When the weekend rolls around, you're left feeling like, okay, I'm gonna start to think back to this, and that. And it's almost unavoidable. You start thinking back to the good, the bad, how you came to be, what you did wrong, what you did right in certain situations, and it's just, it almost feels like this started out as a very somewhat of a okay, healthy mindset and way of, being nostalgic. And then as the day goes on, it becomes overwhelming and unhealthy, where you start to dwell on certain outcomes and past situations. And it's just like, try to, if you can, and early on in the day, put a stop to it. Bring yourself back to the present. And then we have the Ten of Swords to wrap up the week on Sunday. They're saying this is the day when you sort of start to come to the realization that you need to stop stressing yourself out in that sense. You need to stop giving yourself a headache if that's the case. You need to stop reliving old situations and realize that your future is beautiful and that you have a lot ahead of you, but you're going to taint it and maybe derail yourself from where you're heading if you keep on doing these unhealthy habits. I'm getting a very hermit kind of vibe from this card on Sunday, where you may feel the need to end the week with just your own energy, separating yourself from other opinions and other people and situations and stresses. I just took a deep breath because I got overwhelmed from that energy, and I feel like that's truly how you will feel at the end of the week. You just kind of want to escape, and you may not be able to fully physically escape, so you just kind of block yourself off from all the other external energies and opinions and voices and whatnot. Let's finish off this reading by pulling a message or two from the Find Your Happy deck. What do we have for Leo to wrap up this reading for the week? Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for Leo? Alrighty. When I follow my heart, I am abundant, successful, and free. Yes, my friend. I was instantly drawn back to this Ace of Cups. Remember, we were talking about how you get into that mindset of abundance? It's a matter of learning from, these first 3 days in the week, even the whole week as a whole, the entire week, and allowing yourself to, moving forward, try and get into that abundant mindset at the beginning of each day, and realize that when you truly go with what you're passionate about, when you truly pursue what makes you feel fulfilled and happy and passionate, then you will feel abundant, successful, and free. I am open and willing to live my life in new ways. Very much so, the message that's coming through is that this is a week where you realize that you are changing, that things are changing as a whole, and that you can't necessarily expect to keep thinking the same way or keep allowing yourself to move forward with certain habits that are unhealthy, or keep allowing certain people to overstep certain boundaries if you want things to change in the future. And that you just need to live your life in new ways and try to adapt when necessary. So as this week goes along, Leo, make sure you are having patience with yourself and other people in the process. And when you get into that abundant mindset, allow that to take the week into a beautiful direction. Of course, not without some adjustments and changes, but start manifesting again, get back to being passionate and creative and, wrapped up into your beautiful work. But also make sure you're not drifting to the past too much. Allow yourself to be brought back to the present moment. And most importantly, enjoy some of these miracles and blessings and magic that does pop up randomly this week while you try to figure certain things out. On that note, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to my wonderful channel and head on down below and do like this video and leave me a comment. I want to hear all about your personal situation. And while you're down there, don't forget to send me an email about booking a personal reading. And I hope you have the most amazing week, and I will see you next time. Bye, Leo.